bit colder. Joining me is Ruth, talking about all sorts of benefits for singing. Ruth, we're just quickly talking there. What do you think of Taylor Swift and her singing and her songs?
Taylor Swift is amazing. I mean, what a pro. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of all her songs, but
not a Swiftie.
Not hugely, no, but you need to be able to afford to be a Swiftie, actually.
The concert tickets.
Yeah, but no, I mean, what a pro. She's amazing.
Absolutely. So you run in quite a few different singing groups, and we're talking about the benefits of them in a little bit. But first of all, it sounds like you're quite busy. What singing groups do you have, and how do they differ from each other?
So I run a general singing group, a singing for wellbeing group in Bosham called Joyful Voices.
Yeah.
And that's really a very inclusive singing group. You don't need to be able to sing. You don't need to be able to read music. You don't need to know anything about singing.
Don't need to audition?
You don't need to audition. Absolutely. It's really friendly. And it takes place in a really beautiful place at the Green Door Centre in Bosham, which is just a really lovely venue, which I think just helps as well.
Yeah.
In terms of just the impact of the environment on us and our impact on the environment as well. That's a really wonderful group. On a Wednesday, 11:30 till 12:30. So I'll be shooting off after this.
Oh, bless you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Back on that A27. So you said before that your background, you've always worked with choirs? What did you always do?
Yeah. So I grew up singing in choirs, and
I can tell from your voice you're a singer, by the way. I can, honestly, from interviewing people.
It's interesting. When you're used to voices, you hear kind of, I studied music, and then I specialised in choir conducting, and from there I've really moved into community music and running community choirs. So I've run and set up lots of community choirs, and then from there moved into research. So when we all had to stop singing during COVID, which was really hard, actually, really tough to be told singing is dangerous.
Transmitting all sorts of germs by
Absolutely. And, for me, my business, my livelihood, kind of stopped. So I then did a research master's where looking at all the health benefits of singing, learning as well about research methods and how to do all of that. So that's really where I'm working now, in singing for health, the health and wellbeing benefits of singing, which are huge. They are really huge.
So on that, I remember watching a documentary years ago about a lot of American companies encouraging their employees to get together and have a little sing-song before work, because it snaps you out of any sort of mood, wakes you up, and it joins you, makes a bit of a team-building exercise. Are these part of the benefits? Are these some of the benefits?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. This idea of belonging and connection with other people is a really, really important one. And not only do we experience that, there's lots of research showing that people report feeling a feeling of connection and bonding quicker and more intensely than other comparable activities. When we sing together, our heart rates synchronise.
Oh my God, that's powerful stuff, isn't it?
It's powerful stuff. It blows my mind every time, even though, I'm looking at the research. So that's actually a really, really powerful thing. And also, not just that, our heart rate variability, which is the variation in time between heartbeats, that also synchronises. So we have this really powerful synchronising effect, a biologically synchronising effect, which is really beneficial for our health. Heart rate variability also increases as we sing, which is a good indicator of heart health. So yes, it feels good, but it's really good for our heart health. It's really good for our lung health. It's really good for our brain health. And it's really good for our mental health.
And, when you think about choirs, you think of people who are very confident. But in some ways, if you are a nervous person, probably this is ideal because it's about breathing. It's about breath control.
It is. But I think you are spot on. Everyone is scared to sing. Everyone is. And when I tell people what I do...
You've heard me sing then, Ruth.
No, I haven't. I'm sure you can sing beautifully because everyone can. But the refrain I hear is, I can't sing. And actually, that is the biggest hurdle. Everyone feels as though they can't. We have a lot of judgment. It's really vulnerable, singing. And it's scary. It feels really scary to go somewhere with people you don't know to sing. I mean, mean, in a way, that is probably a lot of people's worst nightmare.
Yeah, I always think it's so I used to go to Soul of the City Choir in Brighton years ago, which was lovely. And what I like about it is that if you are feeling a bit nervous, there's so many voices and people around you. It's like, but the spotlight's not on me.
Yes.
And you can barely hear yourself, actually, when you're all singing together. It depends on how much you project, I guess.
Yeah.
So I think it's quite a safe environment.
Yeah, I think it is. And I think that's probably something, a real message that I'd like to get out around the groups that I run. So with Joyful Voices, I also do Portsmouth Climate Choir, just about to set up a Chichester Climate Choir. But is that when you get there, you are not alone. You know, you are not made to sing alone.
Yeah.
You don't just dive into the singing. You know, it's not like, right, sing.
Yeah.
You know, we do a little bit of movement.
Yeah.
We do a bit of stretching, just get into our bodies.
Do little warm-ups.
Do some warm-ups, absolutely. And what I'm really into with warm-ups is doing things that really break the ice and get everyone laughing and feeling safe together. I think that's huge.
One of the warm-ups our choir used to do is chicken tikka, mango chutney and a pint of lager. Do you know that one?
Oh, I've got a double gin and tonic one.
It's funny how it all goes back to drinking, eh?
Yeah.
And talk us through what can we... So if you know, we are nervous with the idea about going. Talk us through what's the format once you get in. So you do a warm-up, you don't have to like go straight in. So how does it work?
No, absolutely. So essentially the format is doing something physical, doing some breathing as well, which does two things. It helps to calm us down.
Yeah.
And also just breathing well for singing. It's not complicated, but it is deep breathing. It's how you breathe when you're asleep. Again, that helps us feel relaxed. So it has a really calming effect on the mind.
Absolutely.
And it's how we want to breathe when we sing.
Yeah.
And then do some voice exercises too. You know, it's like going to the gym for the voice. It's exactly the same thing. You don't just go in and, you know, start doing lots of high intensity exercise. You do some little exercises, stretch the voice up and down in a fun way all together as well. And then we learn lots of really varied, fun songs, all by ear.
Yeah,
I don't use paper at all, really.
What sort of like pop songs, you know, current songs?
Yeah, everything, honestly, everything.
What's your favourite? What's a good one for
What's my favourite? So at the moment we're doing Stand By Me, which is a really lovely one. And just the message as well. I like to choose songs with a positive message. We're just starting to turn our attention to Christmas, obviously.
It's creeping up so much, isn't it, the Christmas chat?
Yeah. So we're doing Silent Night.
Yeah.
We're doing a kind of Rat Packy version of Jingle Bells.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, a really wide variety. Folk, world, pop, gospel, honestly, anything that's fun to sing. And I also really love to take people who are taking part their song requests as well.
Yeah.
So we can do songs that, you know, members themselves have chosen, or a song in a particular language, stuff like that relates to someone in the group. Is really lovely.
Do you do taster sessions? You know, like if people want to test the water, see if it's for them?
Absolutely, yeah. There's a free taster with Joyful Voices, and then actually you can choose. You can either do drop-in, you can sign up for sort of a block that you can use over 3 months, or you can commit to doing it regularly. So the sessions run weekly. I follow school terms because I've got school-age children.
Yeah, it makes sense, yeah.
But yeah, and do workshops around the place as well. So yeah, just want people to be brave and feel brave enough to know that they will be really warmly welcomed when they turn up. And also something that I love about it, if you experience any social anxiety, which personally I do.
Walking into a room of new people is tough for everyone, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really tough. But you don't have to make small talk because we're singing.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Exactly.
Don't ask about the weather and how you got there and where you're from.
Exactly. So yeah, that's I'd like to just really reassure people on that front.
Do you have a cup of tea afterwards? The main point for me.
Well, absolutely. Actually, we take it in turns to bring a little snack.
Oh,
and,
nice.
There's a lovely coffee van there beforehand. So if you want
brilliant.
to get a really amazing coffee from the Diddy van.
The Diddy van,
which is an amazing little coffee van. Beautiful coffee, beautiful cakes. So yeah, that is part of it. If you want to,
yeah,
of course, there's no pressure at all.
I like this. It sounds like a proper day out. So Ruth, how best to get in touch with you if you're interested? People turn up, or would you rather them kind of inquire first?
Yeah, people can just turn up. That's absolutely fine. My website is Kaya creative health. So that's CAYA. Kaya stands for come as you are.
Yeah.
Because that's my whole ethos. You don't need to be anything, do anything.